Don't worry about that. We're going to go ahead and delete this later. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Delete This Later podcast, where we get deep.
We get dumb.
And we might just delete this later. Your host, Miss Nay.
I'm Phasia. Alrighty. Welcome to Delete This Later. I'm so excited for this.
It's a new journey. You guys are going to embark on some good, the bad, the ugly. And you might just have to delete this later.
The goofy. No, starting the podcast is actually not that easy. And we did a lot so far. We done got the photo shoot. We done been to events. Been doing good though. Alrighty, definitely. You've been doing your bookings and all the extra stuff. Literally, your bookings, actor. On a personal scale though, for sure. So that's really good on the side. Definitely.
20 people? 20 shoots?
No, I did 14 in one weekend.
Yeah.
And that's why when I came back, you were like, is she okay? No, I'm not okay, please.
Yeah, we've been trying to do the podcast, but also not leave our
own businesses out and leave it out, be it on the side, stuff like that too. For sure, definitely. But then that's when I'm like, she gonna think I'm a bad friend. I ain't talked to her. But it's okay for the most part. That's when I had my best friend call talking about something. Well, I texted you about a month ago. Mind you, this literally. But no, that's really, I can't date right now.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. So, dating in this era right now, would you say friendships are harder than relationships?
Yeah. No. Friendships it's harder than dating. I say hating. No, for real. Actually, it really is. Having a friend is definitely a lot more work, I feel like. Probably at the beginning of dating, it's like, I would say for the most part, dating-wise, at the beginning, it's probably a little bit more effort. You know, you got to do a little extra, a little 1-2 texting.
Dating is fun, the honeymoon stage, you know?
Definitely. But friendship-wise, you got to text the girl. You don't text her, she think you being weird.
And not just the girls, that go for the guys too. They be in their feelings too. Like, I ain't heard from you in. Yeah.
You don't get that as much though.
We just don't see it.
Legit. Let it be the girl birthday.
Listen, I take birthday very serious.
Oh, I know. For the month.
You lucky I forgot the gifts. Anywho, so my birthday, y'all. We're gonna talk about my birthday real quick. My birthday's in February. I had a friend whose birthday was probably like 6 months before mine. So to me, I feel like if you know that my birthday is 6 months after, you have plenty of time to plan for my birthday, right?
To plan for your birthday?
Mind you, back it up. I have planned her birthday for her. I've planned all of my friends, I have planned all of their birthdays.
But so do you, as far as like obligation though, she's not really obligated. I mean, it would have been nice to, and then, I don't know, is she technically obligated to have to do that?
Yes, because you could have not had a birthday party. Nobody cared.
But when you do that, you can't expect.
Listen, I go so hard for my friends. You might think I'm not even gonna say that. Folks be thinking that it's more than our friendship, how hard I go for my friends. I'm gonna say that.
But you don't expect that same energy for real. I mean, a little bit. You know, some people can't step that hard.
Yes,
if you did with effort, I guess.
Yeah. So my birthday's the first of the month, right?
Uh-huh.
I know everybody gotta pay rent. Bills is due. So you had 6 months.
Well, we ain't got to your birthday yet, so I'm gonna have to get X.
You ain't in this.
So it sounds like I'm gonna have to be a block boy for a couple weeks to afford your birthday.
You play a couple of back. That was some formula, you know. You've been had a little.
So importance of a friend's birthday. I mean, I do take it seriously. You get a gift in there, but I would expect you to have it together if you serious. I'm as serious for your birthday as serious as you is. Right. I mean, if you down, I'll like lift you up. But as far as, I mean, y'all do an itinerary if you want me to do an itinerary, depending on our friend level.
That's great though. But you're right. It depends on.
But that's why friends is dating wise.
They gotta go hard.
You know,
too.
you
What
can do a
mean?
little 1-2 in the bedroom code today. Happy birthday.
That's not a gift. That is not a gift. Okay.
It's
So
not a gift. I'm playing.
some females do think, oh, I'm gonna give them some. That's gonna be a gift.
No,
That's
it's not a gift. It's really not. A little bit more effort for sure.
Put the thought into it, and it don't have to be nothing extravagant. Put the thought in. What kind of friend am I? Show me a gift that represent me.
Yeah.
But that's. Would you get me a coffee mug?
That's what you got for your birthday?
You would a good handle.
That's what you got for your birthday?
That's it. I think it's there. Boss.
Oh, if she watched this, you're gonna have to delete this. Ooh, if you
Because somebody gonna be in their feelings.
Alrighty. So like we talking about friends. What about the dating scene wise? Okay, started off. Let's see. What's your first date that went wrong?
My first date that went wrong? I don't remember my first date that went wrong.
Probably we two dudes show up at once. You planned that though.
I planned wrong.
You did.
I did not plan
You did.
that. I did not.
Y'all, she
That
literally
wasn't a date. I was out with all my friends.
she had me sitting at the back table. It wasn't even a date, really, technically. It was just like a get together. But mind you, they came with her. It's two dudes coming separately. Friends wise, she talks to both of them. They're both just sitting there awkward. They didn't say a word to each other. And I'm just sitting there. Do. She like, oh, we're gonna go dancing, knowing I don't dance. So I'm sitting there with them. They're I'm blowing her phone up. I look at the table, her phone's sitting right there.
Face up. Face up.
So I know he looking over. I'm, girl, why did you just do that? Yeah, it's over it. For the most part, though, they did what they was supposed to. They waited their turn. One was talking to her, the other one came, talked to her right afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
But you could feel the competition in the room for sure.
You felt some competition?
I felt a little bit of competition.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Aisha. Like,
Now I'm just sitting there talking. I'm from Minnesota. Y'all already know. Some of the viewers know where I'm from. I'm 6 months in Atlanta though, and so far I like it. There's some cons. There's some cons to anywhere out you will go. Really, only con I have for Atlanta right now is the traffic, and probably the economy, money wise. The difference between making the money in Minnesota and making the money in Atlanta, you really gotta grind. You started from the gutter all the way up. And the first year, I was just so amped. I'm telling people, I regret telling people I would move because I was like, once I got around that second year, they were like, are you even moving? Are you not moving? Or I used to get that so much, like, you're not even moving. Your sister's here. I'm not gonna watch this.
to that moved, and they be like, you'll be back. No, because you came back don't mean I'm gonna be back. And so I've been here, 4 years now?
And I got that it's hard out there conversation, especially too. Like it's so, and then I was one of a few people too that didn't want me to move. They were like, oh, it's competition out there. You're not gonna make it.
And a lot of people let that.
It's easy.
A lot of people are scared to actually move from where they are. They're so comfortable, but they're scared to change because they're like, it's people in the same lane as them and they've been here for a while. Or it's like, you got to put yourself out there and let them know, like, okay, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm not like the rest of these models, photographers, all the things that's here. Yes, it's a million of us here. We're over capacity, okay? I need y'all to realize that because traffic shouldn't be traffic all day.
Oh yeah,
24 hours.
So I mean, as far as like relationship wise, do you think, or even friendships too, because you love your friends too. So as far, what do you think is important, love or loyalty?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah, I feel like love kind of develops over time.
To me, I think as a person too, I'm loyal. So I would say, especially when you love somebody, the loyalty already automatically follows. Okay, let me kind of rephrase that too. As far as like, let me see. As far as love and loyalty, those two. Let's say, so as far as like going on a trip, as far as and you bring your friend, and would you even bring your friend and people do that? Bring your friend and your boyfriend on the same trip?
They do.
I've seen that before.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm like, wait, would you do that though? Would you do that?
Would I bring them?
Yeah.
Like at my
But you would bring, you'd bring that. Yeah. Would you do that?
I'm not funding my friend trip.
I ain't say fund it. I'm just saying like, yeah.
If we can all go on a trip together.
I don't know if I'm there yet.
But you think they'll mess with each other? Is that what?
Yeah,
If
that's where I was about to go.
you feel like if that's the first thing you would think about, you shouldn't do that trip. That don't make sense at all. Like, so you're setting him up for failure, or you setting yourself up to.
If you're thinking about it, that's a really good point too.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about something like that, then just like it's the same idea of just like if you think going into business too, like if you're going into business with your friend, that makes sense actually.
Yeah. So you feel
If
like
you feel like it's not gonna work out, don't even try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good point. All right, go ahead, T. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go back to that.
but loyalty for me is if you go on a trip with your guys or you go with your homegirls or whatever, you need to know like I can trust that person.
That was a good point. This is why I keep you as a friend because I will show like, but I don't know as far as like I think I like to keep those separate.
Yeah, no,
My
those
especially
are or like say your dude go on a trip with his guys, you trust that he gonna just have a good time and ain't nothing gonna happen. And he
Well,
come
for
back.
sure, but I'm just more so you bringing all of them like your friend and your.
I bring my friends around my guys, but that means we're all solidified. You know, no one has ever did anything weird or nothing like that. I don't do weird vibes. You give me weird vibes, you are gone. Cut.
For sure. And for me, it don't even be like I don't think I have that issue. It's just I like to keep that separate, my love life away from my friends a little bit too. Those are like I don't like mushing those energies, if that makes sense. Like if we going somewhere, you going somewhere too. But it's just slightly different. But like hanging out all the time and stuff like that, bring that. I don't know why I like keeping that separate. Private life, I'm really kind of getting in my private life era too.
Good.
Too, especially as a photographer.
Okay, let's see. Deal breakers. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, I will say, as far as a deal breaker goes, really just sitting on your butt all day. Like, there's really and I'm learning that there's really people out there that won't do nothing. Like, you won't work, you won't. I mean, you won't even have to be a business owner, but you can work a 9 to 5. Like, that's really my deal. Especially me busting my butt every day, and I come home and I'm looking on. So I mean, even if we don't live together, I'll come home and you on Snapchat smoking, looking at your story. That would irritate me. That's really what irritates me the most.
I would say like people that date people just because they don't have a house or they don't have a car, like they're looking for the proof.
No, and so I really do believe in. I believe in progress. I believe you don't necessarily have to have it all. You don't have to have a house. You don't have to have a car at a point in my life, but I'm also still young. I think as I start getting older,
We in the world, like this is what we see. Like our age, some people just they don't got their own place, they don't have a car.
then if you really sit
They
at
have a job, but they ain't, but they would rather live off of the next person than to go and get their own. Being in Georgia, you got the scammers, you got the alphabet, so
that's not, why did I, okay.
I'm just like, that's what's happening here, right?
I don't even want to know what the alphabet is. We cool.
Okay. You got the alphabet, and then it be kind of grinding here. I will say that, but you just gotta know.
I still have not got into that. Like people, I've been getting when I first moved here. I was getting, oh, females are weird, or I'll get like people are grimy, people do this, and I have not. Maybe I haven't really been that deep into Atlanta 6 months in, but
Right.
I have not gotten that for real.
I mean, that's why I said you have to trust your discernment too. Like like, okay, this person don't fit me, or you just pick up on the cues. I read people real fast and I get the hell on real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
So just being here in Georgia has taught me a lot as far as you don't know if men are straight or gay.
Oh, okay. I was I had this. We gonna have to sit in.
It's gonna get a little deep, right? And then they do look good here. The men look good here.
Yeah.
But you gotta make sure.
If they walk a little bit too hard, like if your hip come up a little high, it's over.
Now.
Yeah.
It gets scary.
Yeah.
Also got those who like they pretend and portray like they got it and they don't. right? So
Yeah.
it's like,
So if you don't know, like, I guess this is why I ain't.
but then you look
asking.
up and they trying to move into your house. Why are you trying to move into my house? I just met you 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
Or
Actually, I had that. Look, we're not gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
or if it don't pertain to like a come up, you're not beneficial.
Yeah.
So you just have to watch out for those.
So was that your deal breaker though, as far as them not having a house, car? Was that your deal breaker thing?
That's not the deal breaker because you can, like you say, you can elevate, but watch out for them people that want to just move in 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
You just met them, and I just had to get into the little deep part of being here in Georgia.
Yeah. It's not just Georgia though.
That's true.
Yeah, that's definitely just in general. Because as far as like, because females will do that too.
That's true. Like I met this girl, and she would. She had no problem with asking for shit. Like she would stay in the club till the club closed, had nowhere to go, couch to couch. Like that was just her life. And I'm like, how the fuck do you live like this? But she did.
Yeah.
You know, and people that didn't know her, they would give her certain things that she would ask for because they didn't know until they caught on to the pattern.
But then that's why people like that too, I wouldn't even consider a friend too. It's just like once I start swinging, yeah, you did.
I had an associate too.
Definitely. Or do you know a girl? I don't remember.
I know a girl.
Yeah, but
We're not friends.
and that's another thing too. Like I can't even really. It's not even when I was saying that is like scenario, but that goes into friends too, especially like being around more people because you are with who you hang out with.
True.
And I really do start to believe that. Like,
I would say yes and no because some people actually have a drive and other people just
yeah,
lack.
but those people, it's super easy for them to drag you down just by hanging out with them. If that makes sense. Like,
Possible.
yeah, you know, how, like you have a friend that goes out more and more. She's gonna be trying to get you to go out, and you're like, I don't want to be a bad friend.
I don't know. Fuck that. I'm a bad friend. Because there's many times that I've missed out on a lot of things because I got other things to worry about.
But for some people, it's super easy to slide into that and don't realize, like, oh, now I'm hanging out so much. You look up, you didn't do nothing for the whole month because you was just going out with your friend all day.
Oh yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, but I'm really big on protecting my energy and doing stuff like that. I really only hang out with the people I want to be or or
You're so correct.
yeah, definitely.
Like elevate and build together. Yeah. Yeah. And excuses. I don't really.
Excuses just your deal breaker.
Yeah. In the friendship.
Yeah, in friendships.
Yes, because you don't want to see yourself grow, elevate. Like I have goals and dreams and things that I need to accomplish, and I can't do that. Just
Yeah, but that's another reason why I take the time to actually like when I take the time to myself, I self-evaluate like what did I do? Why didn't I do it? Is it me or is it the people that I'm hanging around? Because if I'm not like, I'm really hard on myself, especially moving here. I've been so hard on myself as far as like, I'm not doing enough and then when I'm around people who aren't doing nothing at all, that's actually giving me motivation there because I got a few. What's your high value? Like, what would you consider high value?
I'll say a man that's like in tune with himself, like really in tune, like mind, body, soul. You know, his finances is in order. Like credit's a huge thing to him. I have come across some really great men, so I can't say like it's a bunch of.
The thing is too, like a man thinking that he's the catch is just now it feels like you're in competition with me.
That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so there's.
That's why I'm like now I feel like you're just going back and forth.
Man.
Yeah, that's really what I'm not. Now I feel like you're in competition. Now you're just we're just playing tit for tat and seeing who's the most valuable. I don't like that. At this point, it's supposed to be meet at the table. You got, like I said, I have what you want and you have what I want. There shouldn't be like I'm the catch. What we sitting here for?
The sassy man. Okay.
And that's definitely, and I've actually put a little emphasis on sassy man because that's actually a real thing. And I've ran into some sassy men. And that's another thing. As far as we went into like, is friendships harder than relationships, but is friends more important than relationships? Because I feel like I don't know.
For me, I feel like friends are more important than your relationship because you can end your relationship tomorrow, but your friends are always
Are
gonna be
they
there.
still gonna be there? I don't know. See, look at
Well,
I'm
at
dating
least
a
that's
married.
how I
See, and
feel.
I'm dating a married too. So like at a point in time,
Yeah, at this age, I agree. But I'm saying always, your friends is always gonna be your
I
friend.
don't like that Harry does.
Cause I be having my days for sure. where
I don't know.
I don't.
No, but that is true. As far as like friends going, knowing though that friends are like literally, and friends aren't really necessarily long term either, though. You look in them for them to be long term, but as far as like,
But with that being said, are friendship breakups harder than relationships?
for sure, because I still think about mine sliding down the wall.
Oh,
And but then like, and it's not even really, I wouldn't even say that I'm hurt about it. I understand it. It really was. It was just like a non-alignment, outgrowing,
yeah,
time to do. And it was like, it's okay. I'll eat it. It's fine.
yeah. Well, and that's different if you outgrow a person, but if someone deliberately, continuously does things to where you like, oh yeah, you gotta go. I done gave you too many chances, and I keep bringing you back, and you do it again. You cut. Ain't no coming back. But to this day, I still have friends that are like, dang, I really miss our friendship. You was really genuine.
Yeah.
It was like,
And that's how it works. That's what
I
it is.
like hearing that because I like to know.
And
I
see,
want
look,
to
if I
follow.
think about a relationship breakup, I'm like, bye. I don't even think about that no more. But I'm like also not really, as far as long-term relationships, I can't really even speak on that for real. I don't think I've been in a long term.
Yeah, I have friends of
I'm not even
who've
keeping
been
it short.
for
Yeah.
15 years. I do have those friends still, but then
I was talking about relationship wise too. That's like that's my deal breaker. You see a spider over with. That's literally
Spider Woman like
I can't. No, I'm not. I don't want nothing to do with a spider for real.
you birthed them. They be gone and they be here tomorrow.
Literally. I have him knock it down. Okay, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Where's the
Prop that hole together.
So would be, just never give up. Find your passion, find your truth, and just follow through with it. If you gotta take breaks, take as many breaks as you need to. Just don't give up. Cause you might come back better than ever.
Literally.
Cause that's how I feel right now. Like I feel like currently I'm on cloud nine right now. I done did 5 auditions in the last 2 days.
After taking a long break, I did say that. I do admire that too.
I did take a very long break. It was very tough when you lose your partner in crime, y'all. But that also motivates you. Once you come back and find your why.
That's how I feel about hairstyles too, though.
Hairstyle.
Okay, for real, we got braids. Look, we got braids for a long time. Don't be afraid to go into that. Look, when you go into that new style, you like better than ever.
What was my problem?
Look at that. Literally, that's how I feel about hairstyles. But that's a really good word of advice for sure.
Yeah.
No, you're
Passion, find your why. I love what I do. I like bringing personality and just bringing a character to life. Like, yeah, somebody else wrote it, but for me to be the person to bring it to life, that right there. Well, I mean, I got a million personalities anyway. I might as well put the skills to use, but yeah.
Yeah, one, two.
Yeah.
No, for sure, I do. Hairstyle, that's how I am. Look at braids, you got that grind, that gutter. You can go to the gym, you can hike, That hair, look, when your hair is done and laid, there's not really much you doing.
Well, you look good.
Look at
Feel
at this
good.
point, I'm in the passenger seat now. We're quiet. We're going to dinner. We're not even eating out no more. We're going to dinner. But yeah, no, I really do. And as far as like starting over, I've learned that, and when you actually do start over, you realize what difference you do. Like how I move is so much different versus when I was in my comfort zone and doing the same thing over and over again. When I restarted, now I'm taking way more risks and doing a lot more. As far as just like, I even wake up different. I wake up earlier now, stuff like that too. That's what I get out of that, starting over, doing that. So I just really don't give up, start over. It's gonna be slow. Yeah, definitely. And that's really kind of like that's a really good wrap of this episode too, for real. Alrighty,
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Tuning in to Delete the Flavor podcast. We got a little deep. got a little juicy. Might have to go ahead and delete
I
some
don't
of
know.
that.
Look, we ain't laughing though. But definitely tune in every Wednesday. We definitely love to hear from our viewers too. Alrighty.
Renee's going.
Yeah,
Different questions
definitely.
for next
For real,
episode.
definitely. Alrighty. Thank you.